Hello YouTube and welcome to the Pokemon Battle Federation, or PBF, Season 4. I am PokeTie90, the coach of your Dallas Staryus. This is my second season of the PBF. If you didn't watch last season, if you're new to my channel for some reason, you notice I exist on YouTube, but I did quite well the first season. I did make the playoffs. I'm very excited about Season 4. I really haven't started getting into competitive battling yet this gen, so this will be a perfect way for me to start. First, we're just going to take a quick look back at my team from last season before we look forward to the new season. So here's the team that I drafted last season. It did change a little bit. I think 2 mons changed here, but it was Megatitar, Azumarill, Noivern, Crobat, Articuno, Excadrill, Zygarde, Celebi, Umbreon, Jellicent, and Blaziken. I know that I dropped the Umbreon and the Zygarde. I know I added Volcarona, and I don't know who the other one I added was. Kind of sad that I can't think of who that is, but I remember Volcarona was added. But anyway, so that was my team from last season. I was quite happy with it. Wasn't the best, but I had a lot of fun. Round 1. So this season, I'm the 5th overall pick. I thought about a few options for who to take with my first choice. The top 2 picks were Tapu Bulu and Tapu Koko, respectively, then Celesteela and Tapu Lele, so it was my turn. I had several on my mind. I was thinking maybe Garchomp, maybe Clefable, Excadrill, Keldeo, Scizor, but I finally decided on Excadrill. My first pick in round 1 last season is the same this season. I was underwhelmed with my performance with Excadrill last season, and I'm looking to make up for it this time. Excadrill is a huge threat who can be quite versatile. I think he's actually improved in the 7th gen compared to 6th gen. With the Tapus, his steel typing is better. Nothing really faster was created to exist since this gen was so slow. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a better job with Excadrill this season. Round 2. My second pick was a tough choice. I didn't know if I wanted to go with a top choice in Tier 2 or a Mega or what. I was considering Mega Venusaur, but it was chosen before it got back to me, so I chose Hippowdon. I don't think I've ever used Hippowdon before, but I know the synergy with Excadrill is great. I decided Hippowdon over Megatitar because of the fewer shared weaknesses. Water is a problem with both of them, but Hippo takes fighting much better than Megatitar could. Of course, he's a very different mon than Megatitar, but I think I'll like him a lot. Sad that I won't be able to get Megatitar on this team. That's just too much, obviously, but I am looking forward to Hippowdon. Round 3. So looking at my team so far, I have a ground steel and a ground type, meaning water is super effective against both. One is weak to fire, ground, and fighting. The other is also weak to grass and ice. I notice at this point that it might work well to get a bulky water. There are a few other mons I'm thinking that'll work well with these two. I just am deciding what would be best to draft right now at this point. Some Tier 2 mons who can hit hard, and particularly someone who can hit specially, because both of these are physical. So I decide on Milotic. I was debating several things, and since 4 of the 7 people after me already have Megas, I'm free to wait on that a little bit until it gets back to me. I needed someone to take strong water type and attacks, and no water type is going to overpower Milotic ever. Marvel Scale is God. Competitive exists as well. I think I've shown that basically taking out an entire team with Milotic versus Andy. I'll try to annotate that battle if I can remember which one it was. So I'm very excited to have her on my team this season. Round 4. So looking into the 4th round of picks, several picks are Tier 3 and Tier 2 mons that are high caliber. I've made many lists at this point of different options. I don't know whether I want to take my Mega now or wait 2 more picks from now. I think I'd be safe if I wait. I want something who can handle switching in on many different mons, many attacks, and give some great team support. So I found an awesome Tier 3 who is Blissey. She gives me something to take any special hit, especially grass and water types that we're having a little issue with some of my team. I like the synergy, I think, between Blissey, Hippowdon, and Milotic. I can really take basically any attack. So I'm very excited to have Blissey on the team, supporting with things like Heal Bell, Wish are all options. I love Blissey more than Chansey, so I'm excited to use it. Round 5. So now I need a special attacker. I want something fast. I'm looking particularly at electric typing. So I find another tier 3 to take in round 5, which I'm surprised is still around. Galvantula. Now I have a second hazard to set up besides the rocks. Galvantula fills many voids on my team. As I said, a special attacker, fast, electric typing. Hits pretty hard since it can have the compound Eyes, Stab, Thunder, but it has Volt Switch, Bug Buzz. It gets grass coverage with Energy Ball, I remember. Bonus of Sticky Webs is very nice, though. Round 6. Now, since heading back to me for round 6, there are 3 people who will be after my round 6 choice and have 2 picks, and they don't have their megas yet, and I definitely want a particular one at this point for the team that I've built. I really don't want it to be taken from me, because then I'd be in a lot of trouble. So I decided to take my mega this round. Mega Altaria. She's given me so much coverage, both offensively and defensively. A very, very versatile mon who fits many different roles and will fit well with this team, I feel. She can take Grass, Water, and Fire well, which the Exca Hippo combo doesn't do super well with. So I am thrilled to use it this season. I've actually never used Mega Altaria either, so... but last season I never used Mega Tyranitar before I started, and it proved to be quite good. Round 7. So now I want to start filling in with some typings and other options who check off several boxes that are open on my team that I don't have yet for my roster. So I look around, and for round 7, I find a great choice, and I'm adding Hitmontop. Hitmontop's a very good, solid mon. Intimidate, Fake Out, has fighting coverage. I can use it to pick things off by Technician, Quick Attack kind of things. I don't think it gets Mach Punch, but if it does, there's even that. Spinning, it has strong fighting coverage with close combat. So this will cover a lot of things that I didn't have yet on my team. I think it's a great value at tier 4. So at this point in the draft, we got a little bit of a break, so I was able to stop and assess the team that I have so far. Excadrill, Mega Altaria, Hitmontop, Hippowdon, Milotic, Blissey, and Galvantula. I think it's a good balance, so now I just want to start filling in some typing that I don't have, and just kind of add a little more versatility, but I'm loving these 7 so far. So I decided that I want to use my highest remaining tier pick, as part of the budget picks, to pick up a strong fire type. There's not really many good fire types in the lower tiers, and I think it's always good to have a good fire type. A fire is a good offensive type. And there's one mon in particular I saw who was still available I definitely want to snatch up, and that mon is Darmanitan. Darmanitan can hit like a truck. It is not super fast, but it's not the slowest thing ever. Can throw on a scarf on him, can be banded, life orb, some pretty good coverage with things like, I think, superpower or hammer arm? I don't know. Gets a fighting coverage. But yeah, I like Darmanitan. I'm excited to have him on the team. So round 9, this is the only round in the entire draft that I actually got sniped. I had my eyes set on a poison type who was immune to Earthquake, or to ground type, but in the form of Wheezing, and that got picked a few choices before me. But I was able to find someone else who I do really like. I don't think is as good, but I am excited to try and use and make as good, and that mon is Drapion. Drapion adds a dark typing as well, which I didn't have. I don't think it gets Sucker Punch, which is sad, but I think it does get Pursuit. Of course, poison coverage, it gets Toxic Spikes, so another layer of hazards that I'm able to set up if I want. And it's really, really cool looking. I mean, when it wrecked like half of Ash's team in that battle against Paul, that was pretty cool. So happy to have him on the team. So round 10, I decided I wanted potentially another special attacker, but I did want something immune to ground, since I don't have any free switches on an obvious ground attack. So round 10, I'm looking at it who still exists, and I found one in tier 4 who I have personally been on the receiving end of getting wrecked with. So I know it's really good. The fact that it's all the way down at tier 4, I want to show people that that's a mistake. So round 10, I chose Yanmega. Last season in the PBF, you'll see there was a battle that Yanmega just got its speed boost going and destroyed my entire soul. So I'm excited to have Yanmega here. Hopefully I can do as well with Yanmega as it did against me last season. So I'm very excited to have that mon here. Finally, round 11, the last round. Just one more mon to add to the team. I'm looking at some typings that I don't have. I don't have ghosts. I don't really like any ghosts that exist. I don't have psychic. I don't have grass. And I immediately think, oh, well, grass is sometimes good. Someone can have something like a Swampert. I don't think Mega Swampert went, but like Swampert, Gastrodon kind of things where grass coverage can always be good. Not my favorite, so I was fine with wasting just the final tier 5 for him. So I decided on a mon that I really like, in spite of it probably not being good, but we'll see if I can do something with it, and that is Exeggutor. I was looking between Exeggutor or Alolan Exeggutor because they're both tier 5, but the Alolan, grabbing the dragon typing, it does get rid of only one weakness. It swaps a lot of weaknesses for neutral and adds weaknesses to things that were not weak, but that was actually worse for my team because I had a lot of those same resistances already covered, weaknesses already covered, so it was just duplicating those, where this gives a different set of weaknesses and resistances. The only other difference, this one has 10 more speed and 10 less attack than the Alolan Dragon one, and I actually think that that could impact if I'm going to use it at all. I think that 55 speed might come into play versus the 45, just because if I was using it, it'd be against like some slow, bulky kind of wall things, and I could see that speed being a difference, so I wanted to get the regular Exeggutor. Obviously, tier 5, last round, probably not going to be used very often, but that's my last pick. So after the draft, here are my 11 teammates on my roster. We have Yanmega, Galvantula, Hippowdon, Blissey, Darmanitan, Exeggutor, Drapion, Mega Altaria, Milotic, Hitmontop, and Excadrill. Those are your Dallas Staryus for the new season of the PBF. I'm looking forward. I think we'll probably be getting started here probably in the next few days, actually. So I'm very excited. I am also excited that I am not in the same division as my cousin/rival Andy, aka Nina Mori Fanboy, link below, so that we can try to push each other to do well, and I can beat him in the finals then. No, I don't know, but that would be cool if that could happen. We do face each other like midway through the season, so looking forward to that. But also some other people that I battled from last season. I need to get some revenge on Scoot after I got wrecked by Garchomp, who wasn't max speed and I could have taken out, but I never thought Garchomp would not have been max speed. But yeah, so there it is. Let me know down below what you think of the team, and let me know if you're excited for the PBF season, because I look forward to having my battles very soon. Thanks for watching.